Hello, welcome back to my channel Watchlist by Miss Z. Those who are new, this channel is all about murder, mystery, true crime, historical events, and some celebrity gossip. Also, I really need your guys' support. Hit the subscribe button and help this channel to grow. Almost all of the America knows about this case, but for those who don't, let me give you a peek about what happened on 13th of November when four of the Idaho University students were found dead in their house. So let's go back to November 13th, 2022. At 11:58 a.m., police received a call from a person requesting help for an unconscious girl. On reaching the house, the responding officers were met with a scene much more gruesome than the case of an unconscious girl. The bodies of four students, Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Morgan, Ethan Chapin, and Xana Kernodle, were found brutally stabbed to death in their house. These four were the students of Idaho University. Now let's go back to November 12th, 2022 to see the timeline of these students before they got murdered. Kaylee and Maddie were lifelong besties. They were always together, and same on the night of Saturday, November 12th, they both went out to the Corner Club bar in Moscow. The CCTV footage also surfaced on the internet in which Kaylee, Maddie, and a hoodie guy with them were seen crossing a street. And in the video, we can clearly see and hear that Kaylee was a little upset with Maddie and asked her that what she told Adam. To which Maddie replies that I have told him everything. Now the question is, who is Adam? He's our suspect number one. Adam was a roommate and a friend of Jack D. Jack D was Kaylee's boyfriend. They had a dog together which lived with Kaylee in the house where the murders occurred. Kaylee recently moved out of that murder house and was just visiting for the weekend. So it can be clearly seen in the video that Maddie told Adam about something, and just maybe Adam told that to Jack, which made Jack upset, and maybe he had an argument with Kaylee, which definitely made Kaylee upset too. Of course, our number one suspect, Adam Loda, was interrogated and he was cleared of all charges. Then comes our suspect number two, Jack D, who was Kaylee's boyfriend, and again, as I told, he was upset with Kaylee. Now, an upset boyfriend can make a good suspect. Also, around 3 a.m. that night, just before the murders, Kaylee called Jack multiple times, but he didn't pick up any of the calls. So police later interrogated him, and like Adam, he was also cleared. Same goes for our suspect number 3, who was the hoodie guy seen in CCTV footage with Kaylee and Maddie. Though his identity is unknown, but he is also innocent. Now let's go back to the timeline before murders. Kaylee and Maddie were at the Corner Club bar, and Ethan and Xana, who were dating, went to Sigma Chi house party that night. Though it is said that Ethan had a heated argument with some guy at the party, but that guy is totally unknown and didn't even make to the suspects list. Now we'll talk about the two surviving roommates. They also went out that night but returned home early. Now comes the day of murder, Sunday, November 13th. At around 1:45 a.m., all four returned home and the murders occurred between 4 a.m. and 4:25 a.m. So what happened between these hours? Zena ordered food on reaching home and her food arrived at 4 a.m. Also, she was active on TikTok till about 4:12 a.m. That means she was alive till then, 4:12 a.m. Now comes one of the surviving roommate in action. She claims that she heard someone playing with Kaylee's dog and she definitely assumed that it must be Kaylee playing with him. But then she heard someone saying, "There is someone here." Here means in the house. The surviving roommate says she's not sure who said these words, but either Zana or Kaylee did. The roommate opened her door to look out, but there was no one. Then she said that she heard something like crying coming from Xana's room, and she opened the door for the second time. And this time she heard a man's voice saying, "It's okay, I'm going to help you." Then the man in black clothes and mask came out of Xana's room and walked past the surviving roommate as she froze and stood there in shock. She said she didn't recognize the man, but he was 5'10", not muscular but athletically built with bushy eyebrows. At around 4:17 a.m., a security camera near Zena's room picked up sounds of a barking dog and distorted audio of what sounded like voices or a whimper followed by a thud. And then comes the next morning, 11:58 a.m. Almost 8 hours later, one of the surviving roommates felt unconscious outside the house, and a bystander called 911 to report this unconsciousness. And that brings us to the start. Police found all four dead. Now we should stop at this point and think clearly that why the hell the roommate who saw the killer and who heard the noises didn't check on her friends, or if she was afraid, then why she didn't call 911. Why did she wait for 8 whole hours, and how could she sleep knowing all she knows? So that makes her our suspect number 4. Many internet sleuths believe that maybe she's involved in all this and maybe she helped the killer. Some think that it was a weekend and maybe she was drinking or doing drugs. That's why she brushed it off and her thoughts must have been clouded at that moment. More mouths, more rumors. But we still don't know why she waited so many hours to call the police. But she, like others, was also cleared of all doubts. Then we also have a suspect number 5, Hannah Clary. Though Hannah is dead and so could never be a suspect, but it's said that Hannah was Maddie's ex-roommate and all girls used to bully her a lot. And one day she overdosed. Don't know if it was accidental or a suicide, but she died in February 2022. And her birthday was on November 15th. And Maddie, along with others, died just 9 months after Hannah and just 2 days before her birthday on November 13th. So maybe someone took Hannah's revenge and killed the bullies before her birthday. Mind you all, these are not my words. It was speculated that these, especially Maddie, used to bully a lot. But again, these are just speculations and these students are not alive to clear things out. Also, I've made few videos reporting on this case with much more pictures and proofs. You can visit my channel to watch those. So days passed by and no clue of the killer. Kaylee's LinkedIn account was active even after her death and then got deleted mysteriously. Also, Kaylee claimed that she had a stalker. And honestly, my bet was also on Kaylee that Kaylee or somewhat Maddie were targets and Xena and Ether were just collateral damage. But turned out it was all so silly and for nothing. Days passed into months, and police were looking into white Hyundai Elantra, which was seen in the surveillance footage go by the murder house 3 times before entering the area for the fourth time at 4:04 a.m. November 13th. And then the person was found who owned this Hyundai Elantra and who did it all. It was Brian, the sick-minded Koberger. He was a PhD candidate in criminology at Washington University, a criminologist committing a not so perfect crime, is it? Turned out he did this for nothing. He was just a creep, a stalker, a lowlife who just wanted to experience what a murderer feels when killing someone. He was stalking these students since August 2022, and God knows since how much time he was planning all this. The autopsies of the victims showed that they were stabbed multiple times. The wounds suggest that some were sleeping, but few reports suggest that Xana had defensive wounds because she was awake. Remember, she was active on TikTok till 4:12 a.m. Also, Ethan was found in the hallway, so definitely he wasn't asleep too. Kaylee was found above Maddie, besties till the end. Now, Brian Koberger sits in the cell of Leto County Jail in Moscow, Idaho. He will remain incarcerated there during his trial and possibly be transferred to the Idaho Department of Correction once a verdict is reached. I have made detailed videos on this case, including Brian. Do watch them on my channel to get a clear insight of what his twisted mind is like. It was just a summary video and hopefully my last on this topic. Honestly, it's just so hard to go through all these details again and again. Subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends and family. I really need your guys' support. Like, share, and comment. Thank you.